Click Connect, special Friday night audit. Stay tuned. Craig Sullivan, you have got the most amazing shirt I've ever seen in my life. What is that all about?
Hey, that's promoting our other show, 3 Minute Thursdays.
Holy shit, dude. What have we done? The mistakes that we're making right now, unbelievable.
We're going to haunt us for years. Are you kidding me?
Oh my God, Craig Sullivan. How are you, brother?
I'm doing great, bro. I still love that beginning. I laugh every time.
Every single time. Listen, I've had a crazy week, but I'm finally back in the yard. Did a live show here at the Hard Rock Hotel in New York. I did a second live show on location. Got sick from eating something bad. Hosted a couple of things, and now I finally made it here. But Craig, I am so confused. I don't know what time it is.
It's time for an audit.
Everybody, welcome to the one and only Friday Night Audit. That's Cabo Craig. I'm Don't Let Summer NG, and I'm suffering from a horrible depression, Craig. It has been raining like all summer long. I've hardly gotten into the pool. I've been running around too darn much, and I just don't know what to do.
I don't know, but we got a hurricane moving up from Baja, and we'll see what happens here. I know we're putting sandbags down at my house. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we need to set up a small fiefdom on a Pacific island somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah. Not such a bad idea. What would be the size of this fiefdom that you're talking about here?
Probably no more than 20, but plenty of food, beverage, and some things that you like.
Would we have to do like those like fife marching bands from like the colonial era or something like that as well?
Only when we raise the flag. That's it. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a beer bottle and some sort of plant design on it.
All right. Well, hey, thanks everybody for joining us here on the Friday Night Audit. I'm not sure I approve of your decisions of programming to watch, but I am glad you are here anyway. Tonight we got a great guest. Somebody that has no clue about what she's getting herself into, and we like to keep it that way, Craig, because every time somebody's heard of the show, they don't respond to calls, emails, smoke signals, carrier pigeons, nothing. It sucks. I don't know what happens.
Well, we stopped sending them money, so they stopped coming on.
That's a really good point.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot of money, but hell.
So one of the things, Craig, is our industry is so great, but it's got all these different verticals, right? You and I met because we're kind of like that financial vertical, going to great events like your California Lodging Investment Conference, the Lodging Conference, where we'll be at next month. But I'm one of those people that I like to dip my toes in all the hospitality waters, and that means being in the world of design. That's a whole other different universe. And I gotta tell you, if the design people and the franchise salespeople ever got together, I'm not sure anyone would survive. It would be a little too much fun, I think.
But would they have children together?
I don't know.
They would take over the world. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, today's guest is my friend. She is the president of Jacklow, their decorative plumbing fixtures and all of that kind of cool stuff. But more importantly, she's one awesome lady and a lot of fun to be with and knows how to have a cocktail or two. I'm talking about Morgan Brody. How are you, Morgan?
Hello, guys.
Hold on. I got to do the official applause over here. Well, the crowd's going crazy. They can't believe we finally got you. 108 episodes. Every single show, Morgan. We're like, we got to get Morgan on. But finally did it.
Got a standing ovation. Life's good,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. So, Morgan, I got a problem over here starting right off the bat. I got this beer here, but it's got a cap on it because I'm not allowed to start drinking until we officially do this. That's right. It's cocktail time. Craig, you're not supposed to drink until she talks about the cocktail. You're breaking the rules here, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Morgan, what is your drink of choice today?
Am I going to be doing this a lot during the talk? I feel like
Could
it.
be. Could be.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No
We're
doubt.
keeping a tally.
Yeah.
I just have some vodka with a little lime juice in it, if that tells you anything about my week. If you add the lime juice, you're classy, right?
That's it. That's it.
That's
And
true.
that little touch in there.
Hey, you know what? There's a lot to be said about just keeping it simple. There's a lot of frou-frou drinks out there, a lot of too much. They're too complex. We like to strip things down to the basics every once in a while, I think.
Although it does depend on like where you are in the country, right? Like you're in New York. I live in New York City.
Yep.
You order some vodka on the rocks with a little lime juice. You get vodka with a splash of lime juice. Like I was in where I was in Ohio or something. I was like,
Right.
can I have some vodka and lime juice? And it was like half vodka, half lime juice. Oh, like different audience,
No.
right? Like
No.
so now there's an ongoing joke about depending on where you are in the country, you have to order the same drink in various different ways, right?
Right.
Oh
my goodness.
Adapting to
That's-
your environment, people.
Yeah.
That's it. That's absolutely correct.
I like how in the opening, like your hair was like pretty much the same length, and like Glenn went back to like let me be a nice Long Island guy and cut it, and you're like let me be more Jerry Garcia and like
Exactly.
really like the direction, you know.
Yeah, well, you can also see that you can tell what time of the pandemic it was. We started this in February of 2021, so getting my hair cut, it just kind of it did a lot of that over time. So that was really rough. And Craig has been growing out his hair because he's going to do a cancer patient donation. So
Yeah.
he's been doing that for a
awesome.
while now.
Yeah, doing a wig for a cancer patient. So I've got a few more inches to grow. And initially the plan was to let Glenn cut the ponytail off on stage. And then his wife reminded me that he wasn't allowed to play with sharp objects or run with them. So
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah,
Especially
I
in
know.
the neck region, you don't want to.
Yeah.
one
Or
day.
scissors in the back.
Honestly, I don't know if I can handle it. What if I don't cut it straight? What if I make a mistake? It's just the whole thing is very scary. Although we should still do it anyway because the potential for views on social media is very powerful.
There we go.
I think for the now as you guys are talking about this, there should be a sponsorship tier for Click 7, Craig. And the top tier sponsor gets to shave Glenn's head live on stage in the middle of the conference, right before lunch.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Are we
Look at
sure
Glenn is
to go
speechless.
back?
Look at that. He's speechless. I love it.
I think it would be the most profitable Click.
Listen, 20 years ago, fine. But now I'm like, if it goes, maybe it won't come back.
Yeah, I feel like that's yeah. I did find my first gray hair the other day, though. It was very interesting.
Your first, good for you.
I did. I got my first gray hair. I was pretty proud of myself for like getting this far,
Yeah, well, you stop being proud of yourself around the 8,000th, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
So I can't see who LinkedIn user is, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't know. The weird thing about it is not all channels we can actually see who's speaking. If you're going on my LinkedIn page, it's coming as LinkedIn user for some reason today. So if you let us know who you are.
Whoever you are, yes, you're a great mind, and you and I do think alike.
And who are you?
So Todd, that was Todd.
Ah.
People message us during this?
What?
People message us during this?
It's live,
Yes,
baby.
they
They're
do.
live on comments.
Fun.
too.
Are there any cute single men out there? Hello.
Preferably with the Northeast.
Depends on the part of the
sensibility.
country you want that, Morgan. Is it
Yeah.
Ohio, California?
They have a plane to fly me anywhere. We're good. It doesn't matter.
So there you go, gentlemen.
Glenn,
Listen,
get your
the only-
jet
the
I'm not picky.
only prerequisite is for you to have your own private plane. Would you settle for a helicopter?
Yeah.
I'd settle. Sure.
Right, so this would be exciting if we can get Morgan married on the show because that'll be a switch. We're responsible for 3 divorces already. We haven't had any unions though.
And Glenn
you could
can.
officiate the wedding.
That's right. Glenn can officiate. He's
No,
already
there you
done
go.
that.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Glenn's actually in a tent in his backyard. His wife, he pretends he's with his wife. He just has this slim little tent back there, right?
Well, yeah, I'm actually putting in a drive-through link because my services are so under demand that
Well,
I
Morgan,
wanna
you
have
see
it.
it back behind Glenn, and it's actually a tree house.
Oh, there you go.
That's
See,
where Glenn
he
lives.
does have a roof over his head.
Glenn, your kids still play on the swing set. Glenn.
So why do you have me on a single shot right now there?
Because we're talking about your swing set up behind the tree, over your left shoulder.
Yeah, it's rotting away.
Do your 18-year-old kids still play on it?
No, the 19-year-old kids do not. However,
Glenn lives there, though.
We've got a trampoline over there, and I was the first one out of my group of friends to have kids, so mine are the oldest. So when my friends and stuff come over, they still have kids that could use all of that. So they're still under use, which is nice. I think if my kids are 19 now, but at 19, I would totally still use that trampoline. That thing is
for sure, absolutely
freaking awesome.
Probably still use it yourself. Nice try. You blame it on your kids. But...
that's closer to the truth, Morgan.
Although your hip hurts a little bit.
Although honestly, you're right. But honestly, I think you're right about that in the sense that I heard if you do the trampoline stuff, it's actually pretty good for your body and keeps you healthy. So I've seen like some sort of exercise program around that.
Yeah.
Morgan, so we've introduced you, but we don't really know what you do. So you are the president at Jacklow Plumbing Fixtures. So tell us kind of about your company.
Oh, we have to be serious now? Okay.
No, you don't have to be serious. I mean, Dave, a nice job bringing down the energy level.
I want to know what she does, okay?
We just make sure people don't smell, We got to get shower heads to somebody,
I'm trying to figure out, okay?
We manufacture plumbing fixtures. And we do like pretty much what we're known for is we do like 35 finishes, and we pretty much do every metal in the bathroom. So not just the faucet, but like, the full shower system, towel bars, all the stuff under the sink. So you walk into a bathroom and anything that's metal in there, we do. So family business, work with my father on a daily basis. Hence why I have a drink in my hand right now, but love the guy.
Morgan, you came back and started working the family business a long time ago already. It's got to be at least 10 plus years, right? So you probably figured out some sort of rhythm and set of rules that you guys use with each other at this point, right?
Yes. No, but no, we're great. Honestly, I mean, there's being in a family business, as anybody can understand, there's good days and there's hard days. And I came from the corporate world. I worked for Accenture doing supply chain consulting. So I was like, this crazy. Can you curse on this thing, by the way?
Yes, you can. I have to excuse myself for a second. I have a cat that's been running around the backyard that wants in the house. Be right back.
So professional. What are we doing with that guy?
Well,
wait, so is this
I think he's partaking in
ruining our careers.
Wait, so is this the Glenn goes off screen? We talk shit about Glenn behind the scenes while he's off.
Yeah, we can do that too.
No.
We plan this.
We wait until he's on screen to talk shit about him. We do it right.
Oh, got it. So we give an opportunity to defend himself. Okay. Yeah.
No, we don't have to defend himself. We just.
What do I have to defend myself from here?
Oh, nope, you got off the screen, man. Your problem.
Nothing.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Now I got another cat that I think wants to go back.
Wait, can you just keep the video?
This is not going well.
The video on so we can watch him chasing after cats. I feel like that would get likes.
Glenn has.
I think that might get likes. You're right.
So
Morgan, are you doing hospitality, multifamily, commercial applications, all of the above?
all the above. So we're in like thousands of showrooms throughout the country, and so you want to just redo your house and have a really cool gold bathroom. That's us, right? But then at the same time, that's Glenn.
David and I do not have gold bathrooms. That's Glenn in his tree house.
I have a very important question though, Glenn.
Yeah.
Did you hire Morgan and her company to do your California house?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Craig saw some contractor trucks outside the house with Jacklow's name on it. Is that?
The house. If it's not my stuff in there, he knows he's gonna.
Yeah, right. Well, apparently I'm building this massive house
David.
on Balboa Island where Craig lives, and he's been following the construction of my place.
And guess what, guys? We are in a new stage of the development. Again, going to soon be the most expensive house in California.
Oh, perfect.
Well, look at that, Glenn. We've got a rendering of your house up.
Is there a helipad or something on top?
No, but there's a slide into the bay. That's coming.
Is there? That's pretty cool. When do we get
There's
to
your
move in?
boat dock, you've got you got at least a 2-car garage and a golf cart garage and 3 stories and studio up on the 3rd floor with
It makes it through the hurricane.
Hey, I got a question for Mr. Cards over there. He says he's looking for the ultimate shower head. I was curious if you made a mistake and you meant to have a space after the R in shower. Just could you confirm that with us, please?
Oh God.
I
Morgan?
usually have a really solid pickup line, like there's
Hey Morgan, remember what you were doing earlier? I think it's that
yeah. Well, I was trying to decide if I wanted to go like, oh, nice girl, or be like, oh yeah, there's like a Morgan head shower head. I mean, come on, guys. I'm not sure what direction I wanted to go in, so I'll just keep it very neutral and let people use their imagination. Come on.
And there's a great way to pick up single men, though.
Oh yes. Thanks. Haven't thought of that one before. There,
Dave, what's your strategy for picking up single men?
Oh, I've given up that a long time ago, unfortunately. I took my time. I tried myself in the mean streets of Manhattan, but I settled down for a Dominican woman. I couldn't hang in the single man world anymore, unfortunately.
I know, too rough and tumble for you, huh?
Too rough and tumble. I just went to the standard Dominican woman and called it a day.
Is there a standard issue Dominican woman?
Yeah, she's right upstairs on the floor right above me. Amy says,
she's banging on the ceiling now.
Hello, Morgan from St. Paul de Vence, France.
Oh, do you have an extra bedroom? I'll come out. Hi,
Amy in France watching us. That's how dedicated she is, which is probably like 10 p.m. over there right now. Amy, what the hell are you doing on the computer? Go out and enjoy France.
I think they probably are just back from enjoying Paris this evening.
Yeah, Morgan, you got to meet Amy. She's with a contractor, Humphrey Rich, and they're doing hotel projects all over the country.
And if you come to Click 7, you will meet Amy. See,
you'll meet her in person. Yeah.
Well, I'm already
yes, Amy, we are live. We are live.
Well, some of us are live.
Yeah.
Others are Memorex. For those of you that know that joke.
I'm
And that is prior
Dave
to
doesn't.
David. Yeah, that's BD before Dave.
Oh, what's before me? Sorry, I must have missed it.
Is it live or is it Memorex?
What is Memorex?
Exactly.
Yeah. There we go.
That was an advertisement for a cassette tape, blank cassette tapes. And the whole point was it's such good quality, you can't tell whether it's live or they're cassette tape.
What's a cassette tape?
Oh.
No, I was at the tail end of the cassettes. The cassette just was fading out and CDs were just coming in as I was coming into my 7 years old's lifestyle.
Right.
Who was the young guy?
Well, it's just a 7-year-old lifestyle. Like,
Yeah, it's like
It was me listening to a New
you were
York
cruising in your big wheel.
New York Yankees World Series CD on repeat. My mom's in the front seat of my mom's car, or actually at that point.
See, I had the cassette, and it was like when you had
Wait a minute. I'm sorry, Morgan, to cut you off. You know Amy apparently from many conferences.
Oh, Amy, I know you.
Oh, that's so awesome.
What are you doing in France?
She's on vacation.
Fun.
She's having all day rosé.
Oh,
All-day
love
rosé.
it. Sorry,
I love
Amy. I
it.
wasn't even looking at your last name. I just figured I had a groupie in France. Come on. How's it going? That's fun.
I think that's great that you know her. That's so much fun.
I mean, come on, Glenn. That's when you're as loud as me, you know a lot of people.
Well, I know, but
That was great.
Yeah.
I love it.
I was talking to some friends
Glenn's
about
quiet, reserve, and a wallflower, so he knows nobody.
yeah.
see cassette tapes, right? Like I when I was doing cassette tapes, it was like listening to the radio and you want to make your perfect mixtape. So you had to hit like record in the perfect time frame between the, them stopping talking and the song starting. And
why
it
won't
felt
the
like
DJ
a
shut the
genius
fuck
when you
up?
hit it at the same time, right? And then they like stop talking and then the song starts and then they're like, but anyway, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, well, the DJs like to do this thing, what they call hit the post and stop talking the moment before the words start, which is really effing annoying.
Sounds like a 1983 problem.
Yes, and it bothered me all the way at least until 1986.
Well,
In my defense, at least I wasn't born until
1987 came along and made everything so much better.
That's when Dave was born, and it was not better.
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm almost.
Maury, we do
I'm less than
a
month away
spot
from
in the
being
show from time
36,
to time.
guys. How crazy is that?
I'm sorry, you guys were talking over each other. I missed everything. What?
I'm less than a month away from being 36. How crazy is that?
That's nuts.
Yeah.
I'm getting old, guys. It's just
You are.
I'm 1 foot in the grave here.
Hey, you're almost at the point in time where you got more time behind you than ahead of you. Okay.
Yeah.
My midlife crisis is
Sucker.
I mean, I kind of feel like we're all like that anyway, just based on our life. But cool.
Yeah, we made a lot of poor lifestyle decisions. I'm checking my calendar. I got about 2 weeks left, so hopefully it won't rain too much before the end of that.
I mean, you said before the show or at the top of the show, this summer has been so shitty for the weather. It has been nothing but rain. I mean, it looks beautiful now behind you, Glenn. It's beautiful here, but this morning it was downpouring.
Yeah,
it just does nothing but rain all summer here. And if it's not raining, it's 85% humidity.
right. Yeah, it was like that all week. Oh well.
Oh, that's why you're building a house out here, Glenn. You get away from all that.
I'll wait till after your severe flooding brought on by the first tropical storm in recorded history coming by.
Hurricane.
Yeah, when is that going to be happening anyway?
It's either going to be late Saturday night or Sunday morning. So,
are you guys going to be like severely impacted? Is it kind of brushed by? Like, what is the forecast?
I'm getting sandbags for my house. The city is providing them, so they're not requiring them yet, and I figure be prepared. So,
oh my God, it's Nikki Fox is saying, "Hey, did anyone cut tape?" Oh my God, yeah, because every once in a while your cassette tape would get all like messed up in some place, and then I would like cut out a little bit of it and like tape the pieces together. But I also was able to get my hands on in college like professional tape cutting, which was kind of cool. Those little machines. Sorry, Craig. You're talking about.
So, Craig, what is the outlook? So you're giving you sandbags, they're not requiring them yet, but I mean, I know obviously you're on the island, so you'll be first one to be kind of impacted. So, what is kind of the expectation there?
Well, I'm still trying to cut through a lot of the noise from all the networks and what they're saying. So,
well, you take their sensationalism and cut it by like 25%.
Yeah,
accurate.
Yeah, I mean, they're talking, 6 inches of rain.
Look, it's a Dominican woman.
Hey, there she is. How are you, Annie?
I'm good. How are you?
So we'll see what happens. I mean, we've got pumps down at the end of the street and a spare generator down there to put everything back into the bay. We're gonna play it by ear, right?
Are you gonna stay on the island? Or are you gonna head to the mainland?
No, I'm staying here.
If you need any sump pumps, let me know.
Yeah. Once you get into your 60s, that's what you have to do whenever a natural disaster is going to hit. I'm not going anywhere.
That's right.
No, I lived here my whole life. I'm not leaving because of any storm. That's what's going to happen to Craig.
I'll put the top down on the car and go splash people in the water.
That's the last scene in every natural disaster movie, right?
Yeah.
Volcano or something where we had to go up the mountain and get the woman that was stubborn and then ends up dying anyway, and everybody had to go walk through lava, and you're like, why'd you just come down the goddamn mountain?
Right. It's like, I understand if you wanted to stay, but why'd you have to stay with your dog? Why'd that have to happen?
Is this the same storm that passed by Hawaii and caused all the?
No, this one's coming up from Baja California. This is. And I know the GOP is going ape shit about this right now. This is Hurricane Hillary coming up the coast.
But I saw on Yahoo.
You know how that death cult is.
This is the first.
Greg, you've been drinking.
I have an excuse.
Now, what are your guys' thoughts on Netflix ending their DVD mail-in service? I know you guys are aiming to purchase it. If you guys do buy it, will you bring back the mail by DVD?
No, but we will bring back the flight attendants on the private jet at $150,000 a year.
But yeah, but I'm looking to start something entirely new. It's all going to be getting, instead of CDs, instead of DVDs, it's going to be all wax records from like the 1920s or something like that. So I know there's huge demand for that. So I think we could get a good service going there.
And remember, if you help us with our funding to buy Netflix, you will get a production credit on our first movie. So
there we go. Now, Morgan, as part of your prerequisite for your special someone out there having a private jet, does that private jet need to have an air stewardess or not? Can it be unmanned outside of a pilot?
I'm not
David wants to be
picky,
the steward.
I'm not picky. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
So there you go,
That's
gentlemen.
right. She's real down to earth. Doesn't care if there's service or not on the private jet. I
And
love
she
that
will
about you,
settle for the
Morgan.
helicopter.
I go with the flow. I go with the flow. We're fine. We're fine. Hey, I'm just trying to keep my 1K status this year. It's so funny. Like, so I travel so much. I have a group of friends. We all travel so much in the industry that, like, when it comes down to the last like few months of the year, you're like doing the math and you're like, all right, where do I have to go? I need to get my 1K. And now you're like, this is ridiculous. First world problems. I need to go buy somewhere so that I can spend more money next year to get my 1K status again. It's an ongoing cycle.
When I was in my first hotel, it was an extended stay hotel. So we had people that would stay for, obviously extended stays. And there were at least 2 regulars at the end of the year that for 2 years I was there, they would call in like December 15th or 17th. They would call us and say, hey, I need like 8 more nights to keep my platinum status for the year. I'm just going to book a room. Can you just check it in and let it run? I'm not coming, but just check it in. I'll pay for it. Just check it in. I'll pay for it. And then check it out when it's done. And I'll be okay. I'm like, all right, sure. If you want.
That's amazing.
All those
That's
people
funny.
point tours, right? So I was Accenture. I was in Chicago. And I remember I was dating a guy, so I was staying in his house every night. But I made sure to swing by after the airport. I'd land. I'd swing by the hotel, check into the hotel, be like, you could give the room to anybody. I'm not going in there, but I want the points.
Right.
Go stay at his for the week and then go home. But at least I got the points. It wasn't my money. I think.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah. So
now that it's your own business, you don't do that. You have to spend
you
your own
don't do
money.
that on your own dime,
When
yeah.
it's some Fortune 50 company, you're like, oh, cool.
Right.
Thanks for the status.
So I'm in this situation right now. There's no way I'm going to make diamond status on Delta, but I'm already made platinum status for next year, right? So I'm fine. It doesn't matter what I do at this point. I'm on the board of the Long Island Hospitality Association. We did an event the other day, and Long Island's got this great, fun little airport, Islip, MacArthur Airport over here.
Yeah.
But being a frequent business traveler, I never use it. So I had a chance to speak to the woman who's the commissioner of the airport and runs the thing. And I made a promise that I would take a flight to Orlando from there this year. So I think we're going to have to do a video series on this, Craig, with me not flying Delta and going out of my local airport and stuff like that.
Going out on Southwest, and then when the person
I can do Frontier as well.
Go to Southwest.
You have American.
Frontier will be a better story. I feel like. Versus
Yeah, I think I'll go to Southwest. I don't need.
It could be.
I don't know. I'm at the point now where I like, I appreciate the good content, but I also don't like suffering.
Yeah, but I think the upside of all that content of you flying is when you come back and the administrator for Islip Airport hands you your paperwork and says you've now been added to a no-fly list. That'll be
Nikki's saying Orlando's my least favorite airport. Tired parents and hella hyper kids. You got that right. It is the word. However, it is the best airport for getting upgrades going to and from, because there's so many families.
True.
The business travelers are always getting hooked up. Morgan, I don't know the last time I flew to Orlando why I did not get upgraded, actually.
Did you ask?
Right. But then you get in your upgraded seat, and then there's that parent that was like, "Yeah, I bought my 2-year-olds like first class seats," and then you're like surrounded by that and the dog. And the,
I know.
So it's about Disney and Frontier and Orlando. I saw an Instagram video today. I want to see if you guys. I'm not sure about you, Morgan, if you're a Disney fan, but I know Craig and Glenn and Bruce Ford. If you were here, I would love to get your opinions for the Star
Chris
Wars.
Daly too.
Chris Daly, sure. So
you let Bruce Ford on the show?
Yes.
Unfortunately,
we told you it's a piece of crap show before you came on.
Wow. Well, if I knew you had Bruce Ford as a guest, I wouldn't have accepted, Come on. I didn't know what the standard level was.
Well, we knew you had standards, so we kept it a secret.
That's
It's
fighting
not hard.
words. Woo!
I love you, Brucey. I love you.
But so it was a video of this person who did a down and back to Disney. So she left her house somewhere in Pennsylvania at 3 a.m., got to Philly Airport at 5 a.m., flew Frontier down to Orlando, went straight to the park, did Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, then Epcot, got back on a Frontier plane, flew back to Philly, got back to Philly about midnight, and drove back home and got home about 2 in the morning. Would you guys do that? Well,
No.
I don't know.
No.
No.
God, no.
I'm thinking about doing it. I'm really thinking about it just to say I did it.
Listen, I would do that if I had a reason to go to a single park for the day, but to fly all the way to do 4 parks with all the transportation time in between. I mean, what was that person able to do? Like 1 attraction per park, basically, and then come home? It sounds to me like it was much more of a thing to say that you did it than to actually enjoy the experience.
I will preface this by saying this person is a travel agent who exclusively books Disney. So I'm sure it was a video to help boost her.
All right, well, that makes sense.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
but it got me thinking I might want to do it. So I have these crazy. Ever since I was in high school, I've had these crazy, stupid ideas, and when I say very stupid, I mean stupid. One of them was when I just got a freshman year in college.
Don't laugh, Glenn.
I had my first Philly cheesesteak. One of my high school buddies moved back to California, so he was gonna bring me. Actually, I think he was gonna bring me In-N-Out Burger. We were really thinking about doing this. He was gonna fly to Kansas. I was gonna fly to Kansas. He was going to bring an In-N-Out Burger. I was going to bring a cheesesteak. We're going to eat our food in the airport and fly home. And we had it scheduled, and it just never actually came to fruition. We've talked about my 1-day trip to Chicago just for pizza, where I was going to fly out, get a deep dish, and fly home.
Yeah.
Me and my buddy were going to drive overnight to Detroit one time for the World Series game if the Tigers made it past Game 6. So these stupid 1-day trips, I'm all for. I really am.
Yeah,
not anti 1-day trips. I do 1-day trips for a living. It's the choice to choose to go. Sorry, I got distracted by Bruce comment. It's like it's your job. It's like that's your job sometimes. That's fun. Like I like just going somewhere for a day. I mean, I have guy friends that fly anywhere for a date. It's crazy, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, to do the Disney thing, like there's better things you could say you want to check off your bucket list, in all honesty, in my opinion.
Now, I mean, if you wanted to fly to Paris for dinner,
right?
Okay, that would be fun,
right?
But I'm not coming back that night either. I'm going to spend the night, have dinner, spend the night, and I'll come back in the morning.
Well, I did the whole Disney. Me and Fox we flew out Tuesday. Got to California Tuesday, did Disney all day Wednesday, and flew home Thursday morning.
Yeah. Stopped at my house before you went to the park. Yeah,
pretty much.
And I do that all. Yeah, I guess I do that all the time. But I will say, on the subject of food and flights, when I'm flying somewhere where I'm staying with a friend instead of staying in a hotel, I will pack a dozen, and they're like on the same size as them approximately, and can wear their clothes. I'll just pack a dozen bagels in my carry-on instead of bringing clothes, and I bring bagels from New York to friends.
I love it. I've been trying to get Glenn to bring me bagels for years, but they keep talking about how bad.
See, now we're friends. I'll overnight you some bagels.
Yeah, Greg, I'll bring with me when I come out in for Click 7.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all coming together. Morgan is very soon, especially because she's on this show, is very shortly going to find the man with the private plane. She will then be able to take said private plane to bring bagels to Craig and have dinner in Paris overnight. You know, it's all coming together.
I mean, perfectly.
You're right.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Now
you have a private jet. Come pick us up in Nice, friends. It's beautiful.
I don't know what margin you guys think plumbing fixtures have on these hotel projects, but like,
hey, it's probably the same margin that Glenn and I operate on with David.
Yes, very little. Cool.
Hey, listen, my salary for this show is flexing about 85% at this point. You know,
I know
my effort to pay ratio is really high.
It is.
All right,
that's because Dave puts actually less than 0 effort, so that's the only.
Well, you guys
I have an hourly rate. I'll get it over to you soon. Don't worry. Don't worry.
If you did the Super Productive Club back an hour, I can actually join it.
Oh my goodness.
So Morgan,
well,
how do you
tried that? It doesn't work for Glenn. Come on.
Yeah. How do you make plumbing fun? Because you seem to always be able to do that. Because it could just be a product, whatever. But I love that you like one of the things that she does when she's at shows. I don't know if you still do this because I haven't seen you at a show before. Is like you wear necklaces made out of stuff. That's just fun. I love your approach to stuff.
Yeah, well, it has to be fun, right? Because when it's a commodity, sometimes you just need to make something more fun.
Yeah. That's what she does.
Yes. I actually wear overalls around with like a bikini underneath and hold a plunger in my hand, and that's how I get business. I don't know.
I mean, you're from Jersey, so you're already halfway there.
Totally what I do. Yeah. No, you have to make plumbing fun. I mean, and the whole thing is it's about personality, you know? It's about personality. And we have some fun ads, you know. There's definitely, we go a little inappropriate, you know. When you're big enough of a company where you like get the traction, but you're small enough where like HR is not going to come after you, you know, you're going to have some fun. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, but HR is nothing more than glorified bathroom monitors. That's all they are.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Well, I mean, you're talking about that. Like, listen, my name's Morgan, right? So when you're emailing a job site and it's a bunch of plumbers and general contractors, they think, you know, you're a guy. And then you show up to a job site and there's some blonde chick, and then you just deal with every possible comment under the sun. And then you have to like curse a lot just to like prove that you need to be respectful. And it's really an ongoing cycle.
Do you pull out a pack of Camels and offer one to everybody?
Oh, when I go on a job site, hair and ponytail, baggy clothes, no makeup, like absolutely is how I roll onto a job site, you know. But then you have to get in the shower and you're like talking about showers, and then guys are like, "Oh, we're in the shower together," and you're like,
Really?
That's just really sad and pathetic.
It's disgusting. Like I've literally called you know, owners of design firms or something and been like, hey, don't send your female designers by themselves to a job site. Like I can handle myself, but like they can't, you know. Sorry, I'm getting too serious here, but like it's crazy out there.
That's true. Know? I mean, you're from Jersey. You know how to deal with a thing or two.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. For sure. You know, Dave actually, you speaking about everyone making a mistake with you because your name's Morgan, Dave did that with Pat Benatar. Right?
I did do that with Pat Benatar. I don't know. Morgan, to me, would call to be more of a female name than a male name. If someone was said Morgan.
Tell Morgan Freeman that.
Morgan Freeman?
Yeah.
I know, but if someone said Morgan to me, I didn't know who Morgan was, I would probably assume that it was a female. I'm not saying that it was guaranteed to be a female.
Right.
I would think. The same way Pat Benatar, or Benatar. When I heard Pat's name for the first time, I thought it was a guy. It's not my fault. Pat's a male name. I didn't expect some little short girl with a red hair walking out of my hotel.
I wonder how highly inappropriate that Pat skit is now from Saturday Night Live. What do you think?
I don't know, David. Bring it up. Let's play it. Let's
let's not. Copyright. We don't need any YouTube copyright issues, Craig. These guys want to fuck me every week, Morgan, with like trying to get me copyright strikes and stuff.
Okay, I didn't sign anything. Like there has to be some kind of liability waiver where I'm not responsible for anything that comes out of your mouths, just mine. Like where's that? Can we put that?
Yeah, no.
Hey, Amy, can you please type like Morgan is not liable for anything?
No. Unfortunately, it's understood that you accept all legal responsibility for anything that occurs on this show. Yeah.
Glenn, I've been friends with you for a long time. I would never. I might say yes to anything you ask for, but I certainly do not accept responsibility for you. I know.
There you go. There you go. So, Morgan, are you coming out to the lodging conference next month?
I am not, actually. I was going to, and you know, you realize if you go to every single event,
for those in the audio feed,
producer,
we have a scroll that says Morgan agrees she is liable.
Morgan also is not liable for spelling errors on that banner. Can we talk about that too?
Dave, you meant liable.
No, I typed fast and it just went through. I know.
You know, there's an edit feature, right?
I didn't proofread my work before I just typed and sent it up there. Now, going back to what Morgan was talking about, with going to the job sites and people thinking that she's a male, then coming through. It reminds me of this meme. I was trying to find it while you guys were talking, and I couldn't find it, unfortunately. But basically, it's this little thing where this guy is like, he escorts his female friend to various, auto body shops or mechanic shops with cars, and the people always talk to him because he's the guy, and he's there with a girl, and he's like, I have no idea about cars. My friend, though, was the chief mechanic for a Formula One racing team. She will pick her moment, and she just finds a way to embarrass everybody that they talk to when they're only talking to him about cars. He has no idea, but she ran an F1 Formula racing.
I love it.
Yep. I do that all the time. It's so much fun. Everybody looks at the guy and then it's quite entertaining.
Yeah. So I got this buddy that keeps texting me every Friday between 5 and 6, and I feel bad because I'm like, I can't talk, I'm on air. And he just texted me now. He's like, are you on air? And then by the time I'm off the show, I never remember to call him back. So
why don't you call him while we're on air, and then we'll have him
bring him out as a
on
guest.
the show. Yeah.
That's a good.
Hey, Morgan, are you a member of Crew by any chance? Commercial Real Estate Women?
No, I am not.
You might want to look into that organization.
I don't know if she has the real estate part for that.
Well, she's helping them build and put together their real estate assets and renovations and all that. There's a lot. Crew's a great organization. It's not only national, it's international as well. I'm heavily involved with Crew Orange County, and we were going through what they call their Spire Awards. Best tenant improvements, best ground up, Woman of the Year, MVP of the Year, various other categories. But I've always found them very helpful and just great to work with. Awesome. And it's one of the organizations that we help support their scholarship program as well.
Oh,
so,
perfect.
Yeah,
that's great. I was on the board of NEWH for a long period of time.
Yeah.
So we did scholarships for that. I'm in YPO. I'm in all of these different organizations out there that I truly do love. And I'm a natural networker. I love connecting the right people, doing the right thing, and everything like that. So
you're gonna love Click because we definitely have a lot of networking.
Yeah, Craig, you should probably get rid of that no talking to other people rule, though. It'd probably be a more efficient event if you do that.
That's just a rule for you.
That's not the way I understood the rule.
Wait. Now I get it.
That was a special rule put in place for Glenn. We all just pretend that's the rule.
Only applicable for one person.
I put on the bottom of my name badge in the fine print, no talking to Glenn.
I put on the bottom of my name badge in fine print, if you could see this, you're too close.
I thought you were going to say, I don't know, Glenn.
Not responsible for this one.
Why do so many conferences do badges at 8-point font? It's really annoying.
Because they want to see who's awkwardly staring at it if they really don't know your name or not. That's why.
Yeah, for sure.
So Glenn, remember a while back when COVID was happening and we did those 2 job fair shows and how amazing they were? We got all these different companies to come on. I really think we need to start doing a dating game show. Not just for Morgan, for anybody. Anybody can come on and they can do their thing. So we bring people on and we just send it out to the world. It's okay. We have the
God.
But Amy's trying to save herself. Morgan is so innocent from all our
Hey, Amy,
very good, Amy.
I like that I've kept that reputation. It's good. I can still keep myself,
Nice, Amy. Very good.
That's too funny. So, Morgan, have you been out on the road and doing a lot of events, or have you just been visiting clients? What's the last few months been like for you?
So I've been nonstop, and that's why you asked me if I was going to lodging, and I really like lodging. You realize if you're on the road every week going places and you don't actually have time to run your company or be back here, what are you doing, right? But I usually am on the road constantly, and I have not been on the road for exactly 25 days as of today. Not that I'm counting, and I'm freaking out.
Yeah,
I don't understand. I can't do it. I don't know what it is. I'm telling you, I've been twitching
that burning desire.
We all had that feeling at the beginning of COVID, and then we kind of got used to it. But now if I'm off the road for too long, I get that same twitchy feeling.
I remember that when COVID was happening, we were just starting to do No Vacancy Live. We would get all these executives on. Everyone would talk about how they were just jonesing to go back on the road.
It's really, but it's very weird because I don't know what it is, right? When I'm on the road and I come back and it's just a few days, I'm I have plans every second because I have to see people and blah, blah, blah. And now I'm back and I don't have to make a plan every single day. And I'm whoa, what am I doing? And I'm trying to balance that out, but it's creepy. And all my friends in the industry, outside the industry, are laughing hysterically at me because they're like, how are you doing? I'm I'm really bad, actually. I really don't know how to do this. I'm like, I booked a flight.
I just drove by JFK and waved.
Oh my God, it's crazy. And it's like, and now I'm like booking, I'm booking like a big trip out to Asia, and to Europe to some factory. I'm like, I got to go see factories now. And they're like, you didn't go see factories the past year or two. I'm like, I need to see factories.
Yeah, that's why I have to go now.
Love it.
I need to go right now.
Remember they had that flight during COVID that went to nowhere? It just went up, circled around the West Coast, landed, didn't actually go anywhere, just so people could get on a plane.
Yeah. Well, that would be great for me.
In and out.
Yeah,
My team hates it when I'm on cross-country flights. They're like, you have 6 hours to just look at emails and send us things and not talk to people or be in meetings. They hate it. Like it makes you so much more productive being on flights.
Oh, I love.
Do you actually
that.
do you reply to emails while you're on a flight?
Oh, I'm a big, I would love to be I read a book. I watched the new movie. I took a nap. I'm like
I watch movies and do emails simultaneously.
Yeah, I do movies. You put it, you got to take your phone, put it in the front of the thing. And
Yeah, I used to do
I
that.
forgot
but
about that,
stopped.
dude.
I'm not gonna answer emails. I don't even travel with I don't own a notebook anymore. I have a tablet. But half the time I don't even take it with me. It's like, no, I'm not going to do it anymore. I get on the plane and I might read some industry trade magazines. I might watch a movie. Definitely going to grab a nap if it's over an hour flight. But it's like, nope, I'm just not doing that anymore.
You're amazing.
But you also get your redneck first class seat, so you don't have a seat back in front of you.
Hey, Southwest, you got it. Redneck first class. I get that emergency seat. I've got like 1.5 foot of leg room in front of me. You're
That is
right.
my favorite seat.
I like bulkhead. People give bulkhead shit. I like bulkhead.
Bulkhead's
If I'm not
good,
in
too.
first, I'll take bulkhead.
Yeah. I'll take business class any day. Any day.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't
listen,
like
Glenn
I
will
don't
just
wanna
take
be the- I don't wanna-
getting on a plane. So
I like going anywhere.
yeah.
We're talking about planes. I love, at least if it's along the I-95 corridor, so that's the DC to Boston route. I'm smack in the middle in New York. Amtrak. I'd rather take the Acela to Boston or the Acela to DC than fly to either one of those locations.
When I lived in the city, I would always do that. Now my rule is if it's anywhere from Boston, Philly, DC is a driving trip for me.
Right, you are, Amy.
But you live in the island, right? I live in Jersey. I'm 20 minutes from Newark Penn Station, and I can
It's
just
freaking insane.
Yeah, just Uber to Newark Penn
Again,
Station.
down to point whore. It depends if you're a point whore, right? And it depends if you need the flight. So I take Amtrak everywhere. I love Amtrak because I'm a 5-minute walk from Penn Station. But like I have to go to DC in a couple weeks and I'm going to fly. Why? It's totally not necessary, but I need the, prefer qualifying points. Like it's all about where you are in the year and how many points
Seriously.
you need.
That's rough, Morgan. Being only 5 minutes from Penn Station, having to hump your ass over
it's really I can go walk to Amtrak, 5-minute walk, and instead I'm going to go to Newark and I'm going to fly and I'm going to get on my United flight and I'm going to make it a 6-hour ordeal instead of a 3-hour train ride.
It's so crazy that we all understand and appreciate that.
Dave does not, apparently.
I don't, because I don't have a cool job where it takes me places. I go to the same street every single day. But I will say this: if I had a job that I had to go fly to places, I would absolutely be a point whore. I would get the airline credit card. Unfortunately, it would probably be United because that's the main airline out of Newark.
That's what I do. It's good.
But I'm also in a position now, Morgan, you're not too far from Newark. You're 5 minutes from Penn Station, so you're a 20-minute train right away. I'm 20 minutes from Newark Penn Station, but also 20 minutes from Newark Airport. So I can be that point whore very conveniently. It's okay. I will sell myself very quickly.
Hopefully one day you will be.
One day, maybe.
Glad our little boy is growing up.
Too. Do Amtrak points also. They add up. I have a lot of free trains because I have Amtrak points.
That's pretty cool. Are you going to take, I would love to take one of those like trips out west, like from Chicago all the way to the West Coast where you go through the mountains and do some really cool
telling you, we should
stuff.
do that. Lots of content. 3 days, Chicago to San Francisco on Amtrak.
Yeah.
I'll do that as long as I can have a laptop and a plug. It doesn't matter where I'm working.
Yeah, and they have cabins and the whole thing.
Yeah.
Since you guys are, all these amazing flyers and have all these points and stats, please feel free to donate to the Dave Goes Nowhere Fund so that I
did. I donated.
We did. We gave zero because you're going nowhere.
My rule with my friends, they plan the trip. I'll do the points on the hotel. If I don't have to plan anything, I'll handle accommodations. That's my
Nice,
my
good.
Ooh.
travel.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's fair.
Outsourcing itinerary planning.
Well, you must you must have good status with multiple hotel companies.
Yeah, but also we do so many like boutique hotel conferences and stuff. We always stay wherever the conference is, right? Like
Right, that's my problem.
I always need to rush upstairs and like send some emails or go downstairs to the bar. I'm a networker, right? So I take every opportunity, like, oh, just go grab a drink at the bar afterwards, you know.
So you know Frances at BLLA?
I do know Frances, yes.
Yeah. She's at my conference every year as well.
Very good. There you go.
Well, that's the thing too, where most of the elite level members of one of the brands are typically elite level members of all of the brands. And you really, I guess that's why it's a copycat league. I don't know, but I don't think I've ever met a platinum member at one of my hotels that is not some sort of elite level member at the other hotels as well. It's just, you just go travel.
Really?
Yeah, they're if you're highest level at IHG, you're very likely to be the same status of Marriott and Hilton.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
You know, I hear what you're saying. For us, though, you know, because Morgan and I we all stay at like the hotel the closest that you freaking can. So if you're in Vegas a lot, like we are, and some of them are non-affiliated, or you're doing these boutique ones, then you're kind of screwed. I'd much rather stay close than to get the points for the hotels. I feel like I'm getting my point fetish handled through Delta, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that, especially since we're in the hotel industry, right? Like, and you want to go through the latest and greatest, like that got the HD awards, or, you know, you were talking about this, or these are my fixtures are put in there. So now I'm going to go stay there. And then, or a hotel, you know, that needs a renovation. And then you just go up to the front desk and you're like, hey, can I talk to engineering? And they're like, what's the problem? Like, nothing, just need to talk to them. And then they come up and you're like, hey, so you totally need to revamp. And this is what I think about the plumbing fixtures. And then before you know it, like a month later, I have a purchase order. It's great.
That's awesome.
Where is is Delta part of an alliance, like the one alliance or whatever those things?
Yeah, they are.
So
I don't remember which one though.
We probably should know that, Glenn, so you know which other airlines you can get status.
Oh no,
on.
I know. I remember when in 2014 when I got to go to China.
He's not leaving the country anymore.
There's like Air China and China Air, and I flew the one that wasn't affiliated with Delta. Of
course you did.
And I like sat in the back of the plane crying for the entire 15-hour flight. You know?
Yeah.
Did you ever reschedule that trip to Japan? I don't even know. Did you?
No.
Oh, I'm going to Japan. I'm going the first week of I'm going in October. So any pointers, let me know. Or if you want to meet me there.
I would love to, but I can't go without my kids. Dave, I'll tell you what, after COVID went away, my kids had the nerve to go to really expensive private colleges. So we're focusing all of our resources on that currently.
So you're telling me that as a parent, you would rather pay for their college fund and try to limit how much debt they come out of school with than just spend money going to Japan? Irresponsible.
I know. It's really ridiculous. And I explained to them that if I'm able to pay for all of this college thing and somehow pull off this miraculous feat, then they need to take care of me in old age and give me plenty of sushi. So we've already worked that out. Yeah.
I love it. Well, Glenn, I mean, listen, this show went quick. Let me tell you, this is a lot of fun.
Dude, seriously.
What time it is, Glenn?
I know.
What's the only
Are you going to run it, Dave?
I'm on top of it.
Oh, yeah. It's time for the Plugapalooza, the favorite part of the show. Why? The reason people tune in is to hear us do shameless plugs for our world. Morgan, I feel like you were in the middle of saying something. What were you saying there before we give you lots of plug time?
I don't know. It doesn't
All right.
matter.
Plug your business.
Oh, I'm plugging my business?
Yeah, that's why we got this. That's why.
I'm too busy laughing at you guys. It's hard. Okay.
You know, we
Laughing at
created
us,
the
not
show.
with us.
We were hoping on the outside chance people would laugh with us and not at us. But
So you
Yes,
do
that's
the
just a
plug
pipe
at the end for the like whoever's made it this far. Like this
Right.
is the closing.
that's right. If you're foolish enough to make it this far, well, you might as well suffer a little bit
You've
more.
earned it. You've
Okay.
earned that plug.
You've
Oh,
earned
I
that
love
plug.
it. I love
Exactly.
it.
Exactly.
Okay, well, Bruce Ford, now that you've made it to the end, I'm no.
Hey, Bruce is our number one guest. He's been on
I'm
the show
not
more than anybody else.
surprised.
But oddly enough, he doesn't even make it to the end of those shows. He usually quits halfway through with disgust.
All right, well, Jack Lowe, we manufacture plumbing fixtures, 35 finishes. We do hotels throughout the world. We do single family homes if you want to go in a showroom and get it. Or if you just want a good time, follow us on Instagram at Jack Lowe Industries, and it'll give you a lot of design inspiration, and can message me and get a good fun joke, and I can make fun of Glenn whenever you guys want. So
Nice.
all
Nice.
right.
And hey, 10% discount if you totally fuck me over.
20%, guys. 20%. Man, I don't go cheap. Come on.
I love it.
Love it.
Dave, anything that you got to say?
No.
All right, Craig.
David,
Speechless.
you were just so sincere for that moment. I'm proud of you. Hey, Click Connect is wrap season 8. We've got a couple of live shows that we're going to be doing. And Bruce Ford's on one of them. And
Watch it anyway.
Yeah, watch it anyway. But we're working on the 7th annual California Lodging Investment Conference and Click Connect, coming to you on March 6th and 7th at the Westin South Coast Plaza Hotel in beautiful Costa Mesa, California. Check the website. You can register there. We've got an early registration special at $425. It will never be cheaper, and that goes away the day after the lodging conference on September 22nd, and the rates go up. My producer, Danny, is in Canada having a great time. So, Danny, hey! And Glenn, you and I are doing 3-Minute Thursdays, except for this week. You were sick. And
Sorry.
Morgan, thank you for
buddy.
joining us. And we'll see you at Click 7. And you get to see Amy Montgomery, too.
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot yesterday was Thursday. And we
There's
totally.
there's
missed that.
Danny in Canada. She's having a blast.
Yep, she
Aw.
is.
That is awesome. Well, I want to thank everyone for being here. Next week, I will be in Memphis at the Southern Lodging Summit on Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday, I'm going to be hosting what may be the greatest event in history. Me, Rendezvous Barbecue. Lots of great conversation. Ribs and me. Oh, my God. I think I've just went to heaven. On Thursday, I'll be in Orlando at LendingCon, where I'll be doing a panel with the incredible Chip Rogers, president and CEO of the AHLA. And I'm embarrassed to say, whoever the local congressman is from the House of Representatives in Orlando. And Jan Guadam is going to be on the panel as well. And somebody else, too. But that's next week. I got to get my shit together on that one. I'll be at the lodging conference hosting a panel, a general session panel. Come see that one. I got a lot of amazing professionals on that as well, none of whom I can remember currently at this moment. I blame this right here. I got this Hard Rock shirt on. Check out our interview with David Salfas. I did that on Tuesday live at the Hard Rock in New York. Lots of great shows in the past, lots of great shows coming up. NoVacancyNews.com is your place. Thanks so much for being here, watching us, and suffering through 108 episodes now of Friday Night Audit. We'll be back next week with episode 109. That is, unless the internet finally gets their shit together and bans us. See you next week